Alright. Shit. What's up? Um, I, I'm not sure. I don't have to say much, honestly. Just because, the video I'm gonna post is gonna pretty much explain what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory if you click on the link of this, I guess, quote-unquote VOD. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna choose my waifus, I guess. I'm probably just gonna do like what I find most attracting at the current moment because I have a bunch, what do you call it, listed, and I think for time's sake currently, it'd be better just do like I would say a good hour-ish, I would say, for time crunch, I guess you could say. Uh, Whatever anime or video games that's not listed that I felt that should have been adjusted or addressed, I guess you could say, in the video. I'll probably, if this video happens to get popular, I'll probably do a part two maybe, or continuation, I guess you could say. But let's get into it. The criteria I should aim for would be appearance. I think that's not it's not the number one determining factor, but it what you call it, it's part of the contribution of what I consider like a waifu, I guess. Um, Story, I guess. And what I mean by story is like how important this character plays in the story. Um, she could be like the main heroine, for example, in the story, versus like a support character. I I take that into consideration just because like I'm more a story heavy person when I'm watching or consuming anime, and you see what I mean as I'm choosing certain girls in certain animes. Because if it's just like a girl is just there just for the waifu purposes, um, it's okay, but it doesn't excel in my expectations. And I'll explain more uh, for certain characters that could give a good example. Whoever you guys or y'all, sorry if I used the wrong pronouns, to, I don't know. You guys won't understand. Appearance, story, um, and OTP. I'm not sure if you guys see in the list right here. I put OTP stuff. OTP meaning not necessarily one trick pony, but like one true love or one true pair or whatever. I don't really take this as consideration necessarily, but it ties into the story. Like even if there are waifu material, but then what purpose does this character provide? Which is either love interest for the audience or love interest for a certain character within the story. So I'll just put that just in case. Appearance, story, and I guess impact within the story to me. What I mean by that is, I mean this goes back to story, of course. This is gonna be a shit tier list criteria, whatever. But what I mean by impact is that like how I would envision that waifu within my own, what do you call it, life. That sounds kind of cringe, and I'm saying it unironically. But I'm gonna see. I want to consider this as a option or criteria, just because. I mean, if I'm gonna choose like the number one ultimate waifu, um, yeah, this is something I should consider. Appearance, story. I actually didn't think this through beforehand. um, Personality, of course. I forgot. Oh my god. Dude, I sound so what's the word? Dumb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just dumb. I put appearance. I thought of appearance first instead of personality. How retarded I am. Holy shit. Obviously, personality makes a huge difference. And friendship, I guess you could say. Friendship. I guess I might consider this. I'm not sure. But when it comes to my own real life relationships, I would prefer my girl to be my friend as well. Just person. That's just personnel stuff. But yeah. Alright. Let's officially start. It took me 6 minutes just to freaking do that stupid criteria. Alright, I actually forgot to include this group, this anime, Ono Kanata. Even though like Asuka was like the cover on my thumbnail. I completely forgot to include her. Include them, I mean in general. But talking about waifus in this game slash anime, what do you call it? Talking about story, talking about appearance, personality, or whatnot. I want to start with in the anime at least. Rika, I think is her name. Yeah, Rika. There wasn't really much, what do you call it, story behind her. I think pretty sure in the what do you call it, visual novel, there's more story into it about her, but she was just more like a cameo. What do you call it? Yeah, she was just a cameo. She didn't in the anime. They didn't serve her justice, but I'm pretty sure in the visual novel there's more story into her. But because I only watched anime, not really played the visual novel, I'll just put her in like D tier, the benefit of the doubt, at least, just to be nice. That I'm pretty sure like, what do you call it? There is story behind her, but I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know about it. Where's crack? Yeah, I just don't know if there is actual character development. But for right now, she's like a D. She's like support character, whatever. Let's go with Mashio, the lolly girl. She's cool. She's into anime games. She's chill. I don't know why in the visual novel they have like a separate game just for her. It's like whatever, honestly. She's cool. I don't think she's like I feel like we could have fun just being friends too. Seeing her as romantic, like maybe I'm just too biased when I saw like the what do you call it, the visual novel trailers and shit like that. I was like, oh shit, she might be cute or not. Um, um, I'm just gonna base off the anime, I guess, based off what I saw. She's kind of cool. Put her a B tier for now. My opinion might be different, for a visual novel, because I only played it for like a good chapter, but that was about it. This is like before like the official English release for Ano Kanata. But I only played one chapter, so it's like whatever. I didn't know anything. Misaki, what do you call it? I think I would see her only as a partner, maybe, not necessarily a friend. Uh, I really, based off the anime and what I've saw of the visual novel so far, she's funny. Like the gag, not necessarily funny. I can see her as a funny girl, right? But not necessarily I find her funny. Um, I see the gag of what the anime was trying have her for, but then like once she got into FC, I think they call it, like her, what do you call it, tone, not tone. She's serious. I mean, of course she should be serious, but like she was like very competitive. I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that in a way. She's alright though, generally. Uh, but I feel like I don't know, something about her gives me different vibes. I would say A tier, but I'm just gonna put her B tier. The reason why I put Misaki B tier because she's the B Sojo, of course. Like what all the typical weebs would go for, I guess you could say. But I want to see her in my list personally. I put down like even though now let's go to Asuka. No, Asuka like you get you guys gonna notice in the later in the video or VOD whatever stream that what do you call it? These are the Genki girls that are in my S tier list. I mean, what do you call it? She's the mascot of the game as well in the anime. But I mean, she's technic. I mean, these are 4 heroines to be fair, but what makes Asuka S tier is because like I legit fucking teared up when I saw I didn't fucking read it, play it, whatever, but I just like saw the confession scene in the visual novel. I'm like, yo, I teared up. I was like, oh my god. It was like the very Genki girl trying to be ambitious and all that shit. And then like the moment she confessed and she started tearing, I was like, oh shit, you know it's fucking serious. Like, yo. Um yeah, Asuka's enthusiastic girl that's very wait, what's the word? Not necessarily naive, but like she's the type of girl like when she puts the mind into it, she'll once she puts something into her, what's the phrase? Like once she does it, she's gonna keep doing it. So that also flying circus was like she was super like those girls like oh my god, I'm in love. Yeah. That was a real quick. What do you call it? Clip it. Let's start with something I've been obsessed with for more than a year. What do you call it? Gotoben no Hanayome, or the quintessential quintuplets, quintessential brides, whatever. Quintessential. So let's start with personality in this case, because, yeah, I guess for context of how much I love this anime, I read the manga, like, back in college. I would say my second year of college. I only read it because I was really liking the mangaka, Nagi Haraba, his artwork from Rengoku no Karma, and I was like, "Yo, his art is pretty dope." Then I visited the manga for Quintessential Quintuplets. I'm like, "Yo, this is kind of suspenseful for a harem anime or an anime story." Um, then I stopped midway because I found out they're gonna have an anime. By the way, I'm an anime only watcher. I don't really read manga, you know, but I read manga just to kill time during class, so that's what I did. But yeah, I completed the manga though because I got spoiled and shit like that. I'm not gonna spoil you guys if you happen to watch this anime, because it is shown that a girl is chosen, and the way the girl was chosen and like shown by the author, the mangaka, is really like, yo, this girl really deserves him. Like they deserve each other, you know. But it's really compelling, you know. Like it's an outlier when it comes to within the harem genre of manga, so it's definitely different. And if you don't know what you call it about this anime franchise or whatever, uh, you know how like typical your stereotype anime where they include like the older sister and stuff like that, and they continue with that trope. Older sister is a great example. It's like that Ade stuff, Ade whatever. Um, it, they, the author, the mangaka, uses that as a foundation to what do you call it, make these characters more fleshed out and actually feel more like uh characters, fleshed out characters rather than a character that's aligned with the stereotypes of like certain tropes within the anime universe, I guess you could say. Let's start with the older sister, Ichika. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Based off how she was developed, she wanted to be an actress. What do you call it? She from the anime community that watched or consumed this medium, or not medium, consumed this story, French series, whatever. Apparently she's the hottest. Usually like cute girls personally. So I couldn't tell. In her case, her character development, she was trying to figure out like what she wanted to do essentially. I think. I mean, she wanted to act, of course, be an actress, but like, trying to behave as the older sister, but then at the same time she's pretty immature, and she's a girl at the end of the day. But then later in the story, things got crazy. With her and specifically, that a lot of people, including myself, did not like the approach she went to, and And also keep in mind that all five sisters are all relatable, not necessarily within a, guess, quote unquote girly life, I guess you could say, quote unquote. Looking back at it, like all these five girls are like having similar problems like any other person, you know. But then these, it's like an anime where any anime where it's exaggerated, of course. But with regard to Ichika, her story, not necessarily I didn't like it. It's good, but I want to say it's great because like the part where a lot of people did not like her, the action she took, I felt like could have been a more dramatic take. Maybe it is dramatic, but like from a girl's perspective, maybe I'm just like a guy that maybe doesn't understand. I don't know. Um, what else is there to consider? Friendship. Would I be friends with her? Definitely. Like she seems cool. She seems to hang out. She likes to. Well, I remember she went to the date with Futaro to the mall about the books. I think it was. I mean, she's a hardworking sister too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, she was like the carry when they moved out to the apartment. When they moved out. Oh, spoiler! Shit, my bad. But but yeah, she's a carry within the sister when it comes to the taking responsibilities and helping her sisters out. I'm taking too much time. Personally, would I see her as waifu? Not necessarily. I was gonna put her like a D tier maybe. I put her in a D tier just because the actions she took towards like the middle-ish of the manga. I think it is around the middle. Really, I really dislike it as I mentioned before. But like I remember one of my roommates told me you gotta understand from her position. But then like I kind of cringe story, but I was in her position too, and I looked down on myself for taking that sort of action she took. So yeah, D tier honestly. Let's go to the next sister. Maybe I'm not explaining it correctly, but hopefully y'all understand. I could just summarize it after this segment. I'm saying so much stuff too. This might take more than 2 hours actually. That was 15 minutes. Shit. Let's go to the next sister. Oh, from oldest to youngest, by the way. Nino. Nino's, to be honest, she's a bitch. Like at first. What do you call it? Yeah, she has those type of girls, you know. I mean, in real life, like, honestly, she does have that a lot of feminine. I'm not sure if I said that correctly, but feminine aspect when it comes to a woman. Uh, Cooking, makeup, all that stuff. The stereotypes when it comes to what how a woman likes to do. Like that's a stereotype at least. Is what I'm trying to say. Um, yeah, I mean, not necessarily those, not necessarily like the glamorous, the cosmetic type of girls I met, but like the attitude with those type of girls I met before. In terms of friendship, I don't think I'll be friends. I don't think I can see myself being friends with honestly. Um, yeah, I interacted not interacted, but talked to girls, not in that type of way, but um, that have similar traits with her bitchy persona. But to be fair, in the story in the beginning, she had that bitchy persona against Futaro just because she put her sister's a priority. That yo, why is this guy intruding with me and my sisters? Get him out of the life, our family and whatnot. But later in the story, she learns to mature because everybody's in the all the sisters starts to accept Futaro, the main character, and she becomes more mature and more loving towards Futaro. Once she matured and stuff like that, she realized, yo, I'm in love with, oh, not in love. She's in love with Futaro. But yeah, I can see how people would rate her as S tier. I think she would be waifu material. Like she knows how to cook. She knows how to love her partner in a more, I guess, not necessarily appropriate way, but as the role as a girlfriend or wife, I guess you could say. Um, if it's that, if that's the case, I will put her at S. However, it's not necessarily because of the past she did in the beginning of the season or the story. It's more because friendship, I would say, because and the how that would impact me. If I were to get a girlfriend that's just in love with me and it's just the status quo of being my partner, I wouldn't I wouldn't necessarily want that. I would want them to be also be my friend and just like do the same hobbies I do, and I do the same hobbies as she does. But then like, what do you call it? It just feels like those type of relationships where it's just like standard girlfriend, standard boyfriend, um, type of thing. So personally, I would probably rate her like maybe B or A tier. I'll put B tier for now if I were to reevaluate it later. But for now, B tier. Uh, I talked with those type of girls before. I met those type of girls before, and yeah, it's not necessarily ideal, but I mean, she is hardworking. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to the story, she tried her best and whatnot romantically, um, but I don't see her as, because when I think about waifu, I also think of like she has to be a friend. She also has to be my girlfriend as well, or partner or whatever, and like the one essentially. And I'll describe the one. I'm pretty sure if you are watching this video, you already know what I mean by the one. The moment I edited that one video, the third, what do you call it? Sister Miku. She's alright. She's like the average girl, average anime girl, or average girl in general. We learned that she's an otaku when it comes to Japanese history, or just in specifically within that medium. Because I remember I saw like on Twitter or Facebook, whatever, like there's a difference between people who are into actual Japanese history versus people who are into like the pop culture version of how they um rely on the, what do you call it, the Japanese history. A good example is Fate Grand Order is a great example. I mean, it's not the thing Miku would approach, but when it comes to like otakus, weebs like us, what do you call it? That's what do you call it? Is what I see Miku as within that category, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. Let's see. Miku. I remember she didn't accept. She was like the first girl that technique in a way did accept Futaro in the life, but not at first because she was very hostile with him. I remember that. Same thing with Nino. All the girls besides one that I'll say. And she's alright. She's cool. She was accepting, trying her best just to be that typical shy girl, trying to be all cutesy and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. I'll put her a B tier, honestly. She's cool and stuff, but like I do see her as a friend, but I wouldn't per se say like she would be waifu material or like be my partner, because like she's cool and stuff like that, but I wouldn't want that type of girl in my as a romantic relationship. Just I'll be, because like I feel like Miku is the one that would be like, I feel like I'll be the one that's gonna be mainly gonna be talking the most of the time while she's gonna be like quiet and just listening. It's not necessarily like a bad thing. It's just that's not what I want in a relationship, or like when we're talking to each other. I just want like equality, equal contribution. That's not only from conversations, but from other things as well. Maybe I'm just making it complicated. I don't know. Yotsuba, I'm biased with this one. Story wise, heavy. Yes, she played a main contribution from beginning to end. No spoilers though. Um, based off what we saw from, because I'm just saying no spoilers because the movie hasn't come out yet by the time I'm recording this and publish it. But yeah, Yotsuba from beginning to end, she accepted Futaro in their lives, like pretty much immediately, and like all she cared about was making Futaro happy. Like a good example is if we were to go back to season one, like all she said was like, as long as you have fun. The interaction she had with Futaro was like, as long as we have fun at the field trip and whatnot, the field, whatever that shit's called, and the swing set too, the park, whatever. And like compared to the other sisters, like all she wanted to just make him happy. That's pretty much it. There's like no material involved with Yotsuba. She just wanted that genuine relationship. Yotsuba is a sports girl, running or track, I think it was, basketball, soccer, I think it was, or football for people overseas. Um, do I see her as a friend? Hell yeah, dude. Like she's like the stereotype Nagi used was a Genki girl for Yotsuba, but then well, part in the movie, I can't say much because they didn't show much. Cause in the manga, it's like chapter 90. It's sort of like, I think it's chapter 90, where Yotsuba's character development starts to hit afterwards. Cause we see the other character developments with the other sisters, but Yotsuba specifically takes like the latter half of the story of the quintessential quintuplets, and because of how relatable she is, and how much, not necessarily because of Futaro, but just because I 100% relate to her, because maybe a spoiler alert, but she is seen as arrogant and maybe ignorant too at times, and I see myself as that too when I was growing up. So yeah, she was very relatable, and like I'm like, yo, she deserves Futaro for sure. So because of that and how well she was developed, I'm gonna put her in S tier. And people who have watched the manga, or by the time freaking you watched this during the time the movie already finished, people may argue she didn't have any screening time and whatnot, and X, Y, and Z. I'll argue with that because that was the mangaka's purpose when it comes to creating Yotsuba, because she what do you call it? Or the author deliberately wanted to have less screen time panels for her to show the impact within that story. And once you read the manga or just watch the movie, you understand like, yo, like, goddamn. Then yeah, bias on that though. I didn't say anything regarding appearance because I was more focused on story and whatnot. Also I'm just, and also going, I forgot to consider the one true pair thing. I also put that in Yotsuba as well. Cause not only she's waifu, I also was like, yo, I literally ship fucking Yotsuba and Futaro for sure. Yeah. I see her as someone I can hang out. She's very enthusiastic. I'm an enthusiastic person. I feel like we have great chemistry if she were to be my ultimate waifu. I say that if I were to like edit in post, you know. Yeah. Moving on. Last sister, Itsuki. In the story, she was more served as like the best friend per se with Futaro throughout the whole story, and or like the detective wanted to have with the dynamic with Futaro and Itsuki, like something like who the girl is really, you know. I met these type of girls. More like not necessarily because of like her way of becoming a mother aspect, but more like telling somebody like get your shit together or whatnot. Like my younger self, I wouldn't understand, but then looking back at it now, the girl that did tell me to get my shit together, like definitely I took those words into consideration, and and it reminded me of Itsuki, or vice versa. I was like, Itsuki's just trying to, what do you call it, be the mother within her sisters, and trying to help out Futaro out when it comes to finding that girl. But didn't realize she's also in love with Futaro. I'll put her in A tier, for sure. What during the time I was reading this, I was like, I see her as a one true pair, because like if we were to go to the standard, not necessarily she is or isn't, but like the standard when it comes to like the first girl that appeared, like Nisekoi is a good example. First girl usually wins, usually. If we were to apply that on Nisekoi, and that's what what do you call it, concept I was thinking I was approaching with the story, but not necessarily she is or isn't. I was blown how it was executed is what I mean. I have to say in spoilers, good. What do you call it? Ichika's, I guess you could consider voice crack. Hot, I guess. I see them as cute girls, I guess, all in general. Biased to Yotsuba though, just because she's like the ideal girl for me. Like a very enthusiastic girl that could keep up with my enthusiastic persona. Sports, like I mean I play tennis, I like to break dance and stuff like that. Sure. Anime, she likes anime. Yeah, of course. I'll get more in detail later regarding Yotsuba specifically in that video, whatever. Looking, before I change anything, or I think I'll change anything. I think I'll keep it like this. One, because Ichika on D, nah man, I don't see it. Like I feel like I have to play the role of like being the man, I guess you could say. Like, I have to like do it like 24/7 with her, and that's very tiring. I'm just a guy who just wants to have fun, when it comes to like being in a relationship or finding the waifu, I guess you could say. in this context, it is finding a waifu. Miku, we have chill, fun conversation. I'm talking about like anime history, that anime that happens to be involved. Gintoma's my favorite, by the way. But she's alright though, like. But I put her B tier specifically into the C tier if I consider her as alright, just because like I would consider her feelings, like in my position, I'm like, I mean, I was the one in my lifespan. I was like usually the one that's chasing the girls. I never had a girl chasing after me, Nino, I put her a B tier. She's very feisty and stuff like that, but I wouldn't necessarily, if I were to be in a relationship with her, like I wouldn't see her as a friend, but just as a partner, and that's it. But that's how I see her. And like I would definitely consider that she did change, from maturing and whatnot. Definitely. A tier for Itsuki, I'll keep it like that too, just because Itsuki, I mean, I'll spoil, so like, of course, like I wouldn't mind like my partner spoiling me, in a motherly, I guess you could say a motherly way. But Itsuki specifically, I think it's also, I put her in A tier just because of how the story was, like the journey, because she was alongside with Futaro during the time, from just the tutoring and stuff like that. So I'll put her A tier. S tier, Yotsuba for sure. I mean, for context, like I got a Yotsuba figure, Dakimakura, Ara, Mercy C, and Ami. Very biased with Yotsuba. Just because story-wise, the purpose she provided in her character development. Let's see. I mean, since season 2, I can explain. They already explained in season 2, like last episode-ish. But she is the child friend. Not necessarily saying like I per se am for sure for a child friend. It's just the way it was presented made it different compared to your typical child friend trope. In this case, or like the typical trope when it comes to child friend is that, oh, promise me you're gonna marry me in like next 10 years. Nisekoi is a good example of Ono there. But the promise was not that. It was the promise. I can't say that. I can't say the promise. Because it's gonna spoil it actually, and it changes the dynamic of like, what do you call it? That wow, she really deserves him. Like holy shit. That was like even like a year after I got spoiled and read all the manga chapters and shit. I'm like, even a year and a half later, I'm still shocked. That's how big of the plot twist of the promise it is, and like the impact she has provided it throughout the whole story. So yeah, I put her in S3. Next anime. Let's start with Love Live. I think that's a popular franchise when it comes to. Well, when it first came out, it was more waifus, but then more because of a lot of idols and stuff became. Sorry if I offend people saying this, but girly, I might get canceled for that shit. Idol, too much idol stuff. That's why I get the same vibes of Idol Master at times too. But like it's just too much idol stuff. Very idol. It's like too cute at this point. Not a lot of pop rock when it comes to music, because it's very poppy. I forgot. No, that Sayuri Date, that voice actress. I really like her. I really like her. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna consider. I'm only gonna consider Muse and Aquas actually, because the third one I didn't watch or didn't get into because Sunshine is where like I stopped. After Sunshine, I just stopped. Yeah, I remember this is back in 2013. That's where like it got really popular that a lot of people got into. What do you call it? Because at first it was like waifu stuff, but then like it died down, I guess, into just idols. I'm not sure if that makes sense though, if whoever's watching this. I remember back in before the anime came out, a year before it officially announced an anime. I just happened to be on YouTube just watching whatever anime it was. Then I just happened to stumble across their fourth single that came out for Valentine's Day. I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. Cute is what I should have said, but then like I think I was more intrigued when it comes to like, because this idol stuff was new to me during the time. 2012 I think it was. The fourth single came out, so I didn't know anything. But yeah, cute girls doing cute things. That's how idols are usually. Story wise, story just was mundane. Well, at first it was okay. At first because girls gotta be idols just to revive their school, but then it kept continuing that after Sunshine as well. I'm not sure about the other two newest ones as well, but that's pretty mundane honestly. I mean, the story does contribute when it comes to this, just because it also serves like what purpose they provide when it comes to these characters. Oh god, that's a long sentence I just said. And the impact they would provide, that I would imagine they would, based off what I saw in anime. The music is pretty cool when it comes to Muse. In this case, Muse. My favorites are Yume no Tobita, the fourth single, of course. The one in the movies, Happy Sunny Day Song, I think it's called. I really like that. It's very happy. Let's see. Who are the first? Let's start with first years, I guess. Let's see. First years are, I think it's Rin, Hanayo, and Maki. I think they are. Maki is very popular when it comes to my friend group, so we can start with her. Maki, I can see her as like a typical like girl. She, her personality, she is like a a tsundere, like the stereotype tsundere. I'm sounds so nervous there. What the fuck? What do you call it? She's into piano. She became an idol instead of like pursuing the medical field. For her family and stuff like that. In terms of appearance, she's cool. Like I think if I were to see her in real life, I'm like, yo, she's fucking pretty. Like what the fuck? That was my reaction at least. There's no OTP in this because there's no guy, of course. Would I be friends with her? I think she's. If I were, I think I do see her as friends, but like it'll be like a chill thing, but not necessarily like something like a Yotsuba where like, yo, what's up? Let's go. Let's hit up the freaking Dance Dance Revolution machine and just dance and do whatever, you know. I don't see her with Maki like that. As opposed to like Yotsuba. Impact within my story, Cinderella, nah. I just see her as a B tier maybe. I think she's very pretty. I don't know. I'm not really into Cinderas. I remember it was so popular during the time I was getting into anime. When I was younger, and like it was so many Cinderas. Toradora, Shaguna Shana. Like that was like the main trope when it comes to like the main hero and Cinderas. When it comes to the stereotypes at least. So I'm not really into per se into those Cinderas. Just not into it. Hanayo, she's very timid girl. Cute of course. She is really fans when it comes to being an idol and whatnot. But she never imagined herself being an idol per se. She was more like a fan, but then she ended up being an idol. Timid, shy girl. My younger self would be like immediately yes, because you know like, oh, be like, oh, this girl's very cute, all the shyness and all, so like kawaii desu, you know, cringe, I know, but that was like myself 10 years ago. I'm 23 years old by the way, and I would put her more like between B and C tier honestly, because when I see her as in a relationship, I feel like I'm gonna be the one that's gonna talk majority of the time, and I'm usually also quiet too, even though that I have two opposing personalities where like I'll be super quiet normally, but then whoever's talking to me, I'll be all talkative and whatnot. Yeah, I'll just put her like C tier maybe. Like she's very cute, don't get me wrong. Like, I think it's just because like if we were to talk, maybe I see her as a friend, but I want to see her like someone like I'll be going to the mall. Like I'll see her like we go to the mall and just like doing cute couple things, but I want to per se say like exciting stuff per se. Rin is the opposite in this case, and like I guess within my idealistics, like when I mentioned about Yotsuba, would fit the S tier in terms of that. But like I said, when it comes to my criteria story, there was no story with her honestly. Even though like she plays the Genki girl stereotype, which I really am biased with, there's really no story revolving her. Yeah, I could see her as girlfriend material, very super cute girl. I mean waifu material, not girlfriend material. Super cute girl that's very enthusiastic, excited about everything pretty much. But that's the only thing. That's the anime and whatnot only provided, just that stereotype. And because of that, like I would have to put like her into the B tier. Like yes, she could be like my ideal, like the Genki girls are like my ideal girls essentially when it comes to the stereotypes, just the trait itself. But then, um, within story, um, I don't know. I I don't see her as waifu material though. Like, I mean, within S grade at least, I do see her as waifu material, yes, but it wouldn't per se be at S or nor A, just because in the story she's essentially a support character. Like, sorry for those love light characters who happen to be in love with Rin, but like, yeah, she is a support character. Sorry, by the way. Second year, Honaka, Kotori, and Umi. Let's start with Umi. Umi is a very studious, serious type of girl. I was surprised, like, based off her personality, she wanted to be an idol. She joined up with her best friends, of course. But do I see her as waifu material? She's very serious and whatnot, but then when she does act cute, she gets very, what's the word? Feminine is the word is what I'm looking for, is it? She just acts very cute and whatnot. Do I see her as a friend? Not really. I feel like she'll just be like another girl where like it's just a partner, nothing more, nothing less. What do you call it? My 10-year-old self maybe wouldn't, well, not 12-year-old self, not 10-year-old self, 10 years ago is what I meant to say. Wouldn't be keen with her because she's very super serious and whatnot. But she's serious because she wants to help out and whatnot with her friends in the group. And I'll just put her B tier, honestly. Story. No story, honestly. She would impact me like just to get my shit together, but in the anime she crosses the boundaries too when it comes to being serious and versus helping out and whatnot. So I'll put her in B too. Personality, yeah, I could. She's not shy per se. She's just, what's the word I'm looking for? She's not shy. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, I just don't see her as waifu material. Well, she is waifu material, but within compared to S and A tier, not really. Kotori and Honaka. So something about Kotori and Honaka in these two specifically is that I was very biased when it comes to these two, because like they also play the Genki tropes as well. For both of them, at least. Especially Honaka. Let's look at Kotori first, actually. Kotori, I was very biased of her because like she's like definitely very girly, very feminine, as well. Like, I don't think she's followed in any stereotypes that I could think of. Just a girl, just kind of idol, helping out her best friends, fashion, doing cute things and whatnot. Story wise, there's no story, of course. It's just waifus, of course. Appearance super cute. Like I was like, when I first like watched the anime, I'm like, yo, she's fucking cute. Like what the fuck? And she's acting cute. Whatever she does is cute, and stuff like that. But do I see her as a friend as well? I feel like Oswald with her, like if I were to get in a relationship with her, I also feel like it would just be just the status quo, just being a partner, but not necessarily a friend. But because of how cute she is, holy shit, and like how actually I have to put her in A tier. God damn it. Like yes, over here just like very cute, whatnot. but friendship, I don't see her as a friend, just more like a partner. But that's about it. Maybe it's a friendship in aspect just because what do you call it? She likes to do exciting stuff too. Maybe that could gradually build if these waifus were happen to be real, I guess you could say. But because of that, like I just gonna put her at A tier because yeah, just if I were to be in a relationship with this waifu, like yes, waifu, gotta freaking emphasize on that word. Um, I don't. I feel like our friendship would gradually build during the time we are partners, but I would prefer to be friends beforehand than get into that relationship status of being a partner. I guess in this case, Honaka, like I really, uh, story wise, I admire her because like she's one of those girls like any main character, you know, like they're very optimistic and inspiring for others too. Um, and her dream is to become a idol just to revive the school. Constant's mundane, but then like you know, I respect her admiration for that because she really wants to save the school. And I love her. I mean, I was so biased with Kotri though. To be fair, like over the time when Love Live came out for me specifically, I was so biased for putting her A tier. Because like if you were to tell me to make a tier list back in the day, I would put Kotri in S tier. But for Honaka, I don't know. Like it's between A and S actually. I'll think about it after the 3rd years. But I put her A tier specifically because like she's the type of girl that I can see in a relationship for sure. But because considering style, personality, of course, like that's what I discussed about. Appearance, super cute girl, of course. Story wise, just a girl just trying her best to what do you call it, revive her school. But I think it's because of the story, most likely. So the purpose, because the whole anime just pretty much talks about idols and waifus and stuff like that. Like it doesn't gravitate me compared to like quintessential quintuplets, and I'm very keen about quintessential quintuplets because that anime was definitely an outlier when it comes to waifu harem animes and whatnot. So I'll just put Honoka for A for now. I might change it another time whenever I feel like it. For maybe the part 2 if I decide to. Who knows? I feel like some people are gonna argue about like, what the fuck? Why are you looking for friendship during a relationship, Chris? Like, that's what I think didn't realize until I figured it out, identify it. I was like, yo, I believe the one should be my friend and my partner, someone who should be like very enthusiastic with me, enthusiastic with me, and I'm enthusiastic with her, and like if she were just to be my partner, I feel like it's not fun, you know. And I think like being in a relationship should be fun, and in this case, fun is excitement, just to hang out with your partner is what I see as an exciting relationship within a. I mean, of course, we're gonna have romance parts, of course, but like, I just feel like, in a relationship, personally, it should be a balance of both, honestly, instead of just like 100% romance. You know, I just feel like it's a good balance between 50% like being a friend, and 50% being a partner is what makes the one for me at least. I'm looking at that camera that way just because that's where my OBS is this entire time. But I'm not sorry if I didn't point it that way. But yeah. Let's start with Nozumi since left. Nozumi, I feel like she's like a mysterious type of girl. When I was watching the anime, she's very into like the card stuff. she does have her cute side too. When they did have that character development episode for her, when she was at her place, a shrine girl. Um, I just see her as only a partner rather than just a friend. I don't see her like if I were to befriend her, like she's waifu material when it comes to appearance for sure. Like I mean, all these girls are waifu material. Is what I'm saying. Like, but Nozomi specifically, like she's very pretty for sure, for sure. Like don't get me wrong. Like all these girls are pretty. Honoka, like she's super cute. That's like her design is what I would find ideal for a general anime girl. That type of, hairstyle and whatnot. But for Nozomi specifically, do I see her waifu material? Even though I have a shirt of her, just because like I have a shirt for Kotori and Nozomi, but only because like, they did during that time they didn't have Kotori, so I was like, might as well get Nozomi, cause like I'm the type of person that like appreciates the whole group rather than just one person, when it comes to like idols and whatnot. Like I was a big fan of, well, not anime, but I was a big fan of Twice when they debuted and stuff like that. And like my bias is Momo, like for sure. But like I really appreciate the whole group, because musically, of course, like they make good music. But that was a tangent. But Nozomi, I probably see her as C tier. I feel like if I were to be in a relationship with her, I feel like it's just the dynamic. It's just like I'll just have to play the typical stereotypical man role, where like the man has to do everything. I feel like not necessarily like it has to be like that, but that's the vibe I'm getting at with Nozomi. She's very pretty. Don't get me wrong, but like, and also personality. She's very mysterious. Mysterious girls. I don't understand per se, and usually like a lot of people like to crack into those mysterious vibes, but I'm not willing to. What the fuck, Maple Story? Repeat. I'm using Maple Story music. I'm not sure if you hear it or not, but yeah. Let's go with Nico. Nico. Yeah, I respect her. Girl just trying to become an idol. That's her dream. I think that's her dream. That's all. She tried her best performing idol before Muse, but nothing happens. I could say that because of story. She's very. She makes her Two-Face more obvious. Not to say like Two-Face is being bad, but like she makes it. The way the anime exaggerates these two personalities really bothers me. Cause like I question like who's the real Nico? Like is her idol self is her real self, or is it her desire to become an idol is her real self? Which I find bothering when it comes to the story. And I grew up with the mindset of just like, don't get me wrong, like it's human instinct to have multiple faces and whatnot, but like it's very 180 when it comes to Nico specifically. But I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but it's just very 180. Like versus like a girl like, if you guys happen to know about the Idolmaster, one of the Idolmaster characters, I think she goes by the name Mayuzumi Fuyoko. I think that's her name. She is like same concept as Nico, but it isn't as 180. It's just because the story for her that character, she's just pretty much trying to figure out who her real self is, though. So that really makes a difference. Do I see Nico as a waifu material? I feel like another girl. Like I don't think I could see her as a friend, but more just as a partner. She's very cute. Don't get me wrong, but But it turns me off with that 180 stuff, the flipping two personalities. Um, I'm like, so who's the real Nico at the end of the day? I don't know. I just put her C tier. I don't think she's necessarily like lowered from like D to F tier. I think she is waifu tier, just being cute or not. But personally, I don't want to deal with and trying to figure out who's the real Nico at the end of the day. I watch a lot of Oregairu, so like that could be more discussed about when it comes to genuine self. But I don't know. I've been taught just to be yourself, you know. But like people in general having multiple faces and making it completely 180, it kind of bothers me, honestly. 180. Ellie. Yeah, I was kind of bothered at first with her character because she was very bossy, like Itsuki from Contemplates, like telling them what to get their shit together, like you can't do this, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. But then her character development shows that she's very caring, and her background was within ballet, I think it was, or some sort of like dance. Very pretty too, of course. Sierra's friend, not really. I just like maybe like a partner, just but anything outside of that. But she doesn't go out. So she shares similarities with Umi, where like bossy, being telling them what to do, and blah blah blah. But she doesn't really go out of boundary. She actually does. She generally does help them because she actually does care. I mean, Umi does care, but like Ellie just wants what's best for the group. I'll put her in A tier for Ellie. I don't think she's S tier. Just because, let's see, I can see how she would impact me. But within the story, not really. I mean, she's impacted in the story. Like, she is the school president and whatnot. Personality, I don't know. This is my list for the Muse group, at least within Love Live. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now going still Love Live to Aquarius. Now at least. Start again. First years. First years are Chika or Chika, Riko, and Watanabe Yo. So something about Yo-chan I want to mention specifically. It's cringe. I said Chan. I know. Is that I think I fell more in love with her when she was more popular, and like a lot of people liked her. I feel like she was like the most popular character within this group. I think because of that I really liked her, but I feel like because I listened to other people's opinions that made me like her, if that makes sense. But at the same time, to counter argue that, she fits in within my criteria of how I envision a waifu, or D1 I guess you could say. Genki girl, enthusiastic, friendly, friendship and whatnot, blah blah blah. Do I see her wife? Do I see Watanabe Yo as waifu material? Hell yes. I could be her friend. I could be if partner. Like I could see her like we're gonna go on dates, like freaking we'd be all happy, exciting. We make what do you call it? Be caught off guard just being friends, but then like we gotta know like yo, I gotta know like yo, she's my girl at the same time, stuff like that. So I'm gonna put Watanabe Yo as a S tier. Like even though like I subconsciously listen to other people's opinions about like taking care as consideration as waifu, like the number one waifu, I guess you say, quote unquote number one, D1 I guess you could say. No, she fits my criteria, not necessarily because I'm into Genki. I mean, I did say yeah, I'm into Genki girls, but her story as well. Like we also have to consider like best friends with the first group, of course. And the story with her is that she's very intertwining with Chica, I think it was. Because Chica and her and Canon are best friends. Uh, and she's very worrisome when it comes to Chica specifically as well. So, and yeah, let's see Watanabe Yo's S for sure. Now, sharing the similar trait with Watanabe Yo when it comes to the Genki stuff, Genki trope, is Chica as well. Main heroine when it comes to the story, another girl that the story talks about freaking they want to save the school again and just copy Muse essentially story wise. Also mundane concept. Chica, aspiring girl that's supposed to be here. I feel like what I said from Yo would apply almost apply to the same as Chica. But the only criteria I mentioned about is friendship. I see Genki girl as well, inspiring girl, admirable girl that trying her best to be like. I mean, she's the leader, like any other idol group, of course, like Honoka. But do I see her like also as a friend? I feel like if I were to get in a relationship with her, it would just be just a partner. So I'll just put her as a A tier in that case. I mean, maybe like gradually it will develop as a friendship if I were to be in a relationship with her. But I'm looking at it this way because that's where OBS is at. I'm sorry, but I recall it. I don't know. I just see her as just a partner if I were to get in a relationship with her. Jesus, dude. Is this more? Yeah, this is still waifu. The topic's still waifu, of course, the concept. Alright, let's go to Riku now. Riku was the first girl that, what was that? Riku was the first girl that I had my eyes on, when I saw Muse. Very girly. In terms of like appearance, I like her piano skills, whatnot. Story wise, she served there's no story, honestly, let's be real with fucking in this franchise. Very cute. Funny. She's funny. It's hard to find funny girls, in real life at least. I find her funny. But I don't see her as a friend, just a partner, maybe. Just a part B though. If I didn't consider a friendship thing, I'll put her as A. But then I prefer my woman as friends as well, just because I like I mentioned before, like I believe, having a partner should be having them as a friend as well, and which should be fun. So yeah, that's the first year. Going second year. Second year should be. I actually don't know who the second years are. Yoshiko, I think. No, wait, are these first years? No, Yoshiko's a first year as well, actually. Is she? I actually don't remember. Ruby. I think Ruby's second year. Yoshiko, Ruby. Wait, am I missing a girl? On a Hanamaru there. These are the second girls, okay. Second year girls. Straight out the bat, all three I don't see as friends, of course. Maybe Yoshiko, maybe. Like Yoshiko's a very funny girl. I'm not really into Chunibi girls that much, but like it's very funny and whatnot. What do you call it? I keep forgetting I gotta face this way, man. Cause the weapon's right there. I think she's funny. She's acts cute and stuff like that. Do I see her as a friend? Do I see her a partner waifu material? Not really, honestly. She's funny. I like her because she's funny. The Trinity trope. Not. She's very cute. I think I'll put her B tier. Story wise, no story, honestly. Put her B tier just because I feel like it's not the type of relationship where also like I have to be a man like 100% every single moment, and like it's romantically exhausting. And if I were to go on dates with her, I'd rather just be like having fun, acting like a kid or whatnot. At the same time, it could be developed though. I'm putting her. I think I'll put her at A tier instead. Yeah, I put her. I changed from B tier to A tier because I do see her like. I feel like we could be like 20% friends, 80% partners. I do see her as I can see her as a friend just because like we could just make fun of each other, just about that Shinibu stuff, blah blah blah. And yeah, it is what it. And she could just make fun of me being my cringy self. I can see that. Ruby, dude, I'm gonna put her at fucking F tier. I'm sorry, man. Like, this is my first. I don't see her waifu at all, actually. Like, she's super lolly territory. Like, even though like Miku is not a lolly, but like she's super lolly. What do you call it? I don't know. It's too cute. I mean, she is cute. Don't get me wrong, but like, if I were in a relationship, like, I feel like it would be that stereotype, like, yo, like, gotta be the man, and she's the girl, and the woman and whatnot. They gotta follow the stereotypes and whatnot. And I don't want to deal with that, man. She's very timid and whatnot. I don't want to deal with that, to be honest. All right. Do Hanamaru. I'm gonna choose Hanamaru's ranking. Then take a bathroom break real quick. Afterwards is what I mean. But Hanamaru, bookworm girl. She's like an average girl in terms of personality. She's funny. She's definitely funny for sure. I'm looking. Gotta look this way. Funny girl. Zura, fucking daughter of fucking what's his name, Katsura from Gintama. Hell yeah. Zura janai Katsura da. Hanamaru, bookworm girl. I see her as a friend. Hell yeah, dude. She's funny. I'll put her S tier. Hell yeah. Actually, I'll put her S tier. She's very funny, and she's whatnot. I can see like we could be friends and whatnot. Yeah, definitely. I say that because like, whenever she does her funny moments, we could laugh it out and whatnot. Blah blah blah. We go on dates. It could be fun. We could just be condescending at times to each other, but then also laugh and appreciate each other and stuff like that. And I could see that with Hanamaru for sure. For sure. She's not necessarily a Genki girl, but like I think like I could find being what's the word? What I'm trying to say? I could feel like I could have fun with her when I'm at dates in an exciting way is what I meant to say. Yes. By the way, for awkward, I'm biased when it comes to Suawa. The voice actors were canon because I think she's super cute. Yeah, she's super cute. And also Rico Sva, she's super pretty as well. I mean, they're all pretty. Don't get me wrong. By the way, even though I put Ruby as F tier, I think her voice actress is also pretty, to the point that out of all of them, I think her voice actress is like K-pop material, like based off appearance. Like she's like K-pop material for sure. Um, but going to the third year is Thea, very bossy girl, president. Um, that's striving to be an idol. I respect her for that. Would I see her as a girlfriend? Nope. I say this because like, it's coincidentally the sisters, lol. Um, but what do you call it? I don't know. I don't see her as a partner. Um, I'm not. I'm not really into her aesthetics as well, to be honest. Personality, she's caring and whatnot when it comes to her sister, especially her sister. Um, and vice versa, of course. I don't know. I don't see her as a partner. I'm not really into her. Mari, she's hella funny. Marvelous and others. Random English word she likes to put out in the anime. The VAs. I like the VA as well. she's cute for sure. She's very pretty. Um, in the anime, it shows that she's very those type of girls. That's very clingy. When it comes to their partner. Like, if it wasn't for that, I would have put her at S tier, because I thought she's very funny and whatnot, fun tier. But I don't see her S tier just because she's very clingy when it comes to stuff like that, and I don't really like girls being clingy. Like, sure, in certain aspects, sure, but if that's the majority of or all when it comes to the relationship within boyfriend and girlfriend material, no, that really lowers down my expectations. So I'm gonna put her in A tier. Yeah, I do see her as a friend and stuff like that, but nah, actually, because I did say that I do see her as a friend. She's funny too. Do I see her? Do I see her having? Do I see her in dates having fun with me, or like having fun in dates with her? Is what I mean to say. Do I? Nah, A tier. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's too romantic. It's gonna be too romantic for me. A tier. S tier. Oh, not S tier. Canon. What do you call it? Best child friends, Yo and Chica. Very mature girl. She's cool. Not necessarily exciting. I would say it'll be very cute dates and whatnot. I could see that. It'd be very cute and whatnot. But would it be per se exciting? Put kind of the B tier. I say this just because, like, yeah, just girlfriend material type of vibes, but then like partner relationship, but then like, I want to per se say it would be fun. It'll be a cool relationship if we were to, if I see her in my as a girlfriend, but I wouldn't say per se like her the way she presents herself would be S material per se. So I'll put her on B tier. But she's considered the hottest, I would say, personally, when it comes to this group. That her or Mari, usually. Yeah, that's what do you call it? Akris. I think that's how you correctly pronounce it. But I'm only gonna do those two groups for Love Live just because I didn't watch the other ones, so I don't care. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. I'm gonna choose something else actually. Let's just do Fate. Fuck it, dude. Oh, that's a lot actually. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Fate. Mainly the main series, you know, when it comes to Fate Stay Night with Sakura and Rin. However, I did consume Fate Grand Order because, you know, app game. It's a game, you know, and I played it a lot during the time I was commuting to school because I took public transit, and I committed so many hours into Fate Grand Order and whatnot, or just the Fate series in general. But yeah, normally I would have just done Rin and Sakura and Ilya, and that's it. But just to expand more. I included. Let's see. I'm not sure. There's a lot of waifus and stuff in Fate. So these are the girls that caught my eye, and either I watched in the anime and just caught my attention essentially. Let's start with the main series at least, with Rin and Sakura and Artoria. Artoria, Rin, and Sakura. So I didn't watch the 2006, I think 2006 version of Fate, so I didn't see what the Sakura or Artoria was about. But based off like what I've seen so far, Saber or Artoria, Saber's the class. What do you call it? Artoria, servant for Shiro. Also the servant for Kirisuku. I think that's his name. Kirisuku. Yeah. A noble warrior trying to live her life with the same the ideology about heroism, because the heroism concept conflicted with her and Kirisuku, about chivalry and stuff like that. I think that was a great dynamic and contrast going on the idea when it comes to heroism throughout the whole story, because it's all about heroism throughout all three routes. In this case, for Shiro and stuff like that, it talks about being noble and just being chivalry and stuff like that, about being a hero and whatnot. I heard it's generic. I heard Artoria's route is generic and whatnot, so I could imagine already. But to consider Artoria as waifu, I think she's admirable for sure. But romantically, I don't see her as anything. So I'm gonna put Artoria C most likely. Just personally, I can see we would have fun at dates for sure, but like her personality and whatnot, yeah, I mentioned that digging it, honestly. Oh, Rin. So Rin's route, Unlimited Blade was the with Ufotable was the one that got me into Fate. And what you call it? Rin, it's like you're a normal girl and whatnot. Cinderella, whatnot. They did use the trouble use Cinderella for Rin. But for Rin specifically, she's super cute. I think she's cute and whatnot. But what do you call it? I don't. I feel like she's just my partner. But that's about it though. Because like, I mean, she was like. I mean, I was. I mean, I'd rather see Shiro with Rin actually, rather than Sakura and Artoria personally, just because like Tsundere, I agree with Tsundere's being with the partner or being with the main character and whatnot. So that's why I see her as OTP. But waifu material, I put her like B tier, I would say, just because I don't know, I don't really see her as waifu material. Sakura, so Heaven's Feel. So the concept of that wasn't of heroism wasn't necessarily per se for Shiro, but it's more meant for what do you call it? Sakura, because in the prequel it discussed about like how Sakura saw Rin as a role model, or I mean, literal older sister. But because all the bullshit happened in the prequel, Fate Zero, by the way, ah, not like all the tragedy happened and whatnot. So I'll put her. But what I have fun with, she'll be like waifu material in terms of like cooking, being a pretty girl, doing all like the typical wifey stuff. But do I see her as personal waifu material? Not necessarily. Her personality, we just have cute dates and stuff like that. And that's about it. But then nothing really fun per se. In terms of excitement, I guess you could say it is fun, but not as exciting as I would expect. So I'll put a B tier. Damn, so far it's like pretty high expectations for my waifus. God damn. Now let's go to Fate Grand Order with, or to be exact, Fate, Acapullic, whatever that shit's called. So we have Madrid, or I forgot to include Medusa. She's hot as fuck. Hell, personality mysterious. In Fate Grand Order, we learn about her background and whatnot, the sisters and all that stuff. She's kind of like a warrior in a sense. So I'm gonna put her in we call it C tier. Like she's just hot. I think that's pretty much it. Then we also got Ilias Fia, technically the older sister of Shiro, but because her character design is a lolly and whatnot, is it Type Moon? I think it's Type Moon. Franchise team wanted her to call Shiro as a little and my brother or whatnot. Waifu material, it's an emoto type of character. She's very cute too as well. When it comes, if you look into not necessarily the anime, because the anime is her own anime. That's a spin-off. But if you consider visual novels and whatnot, and by the way, I'm talking about like the Fate Prisma thing. That's different. I'm talking about the main story. But in Ilias Vale and the main story, Malta. I'll put her F tier. I mean, she serves. I don't know. And to be fair, because there is a route for her, but because what I've seen in anime, in Sakura, Rin, and Artoria, like those are the three heroines I saw. I know that in Heaven's Feel, they had a path between Elisvale and Sakura, but from what I've watched so far, I just think Elisvale as just an emoto, little sister that I gotta protect. I don't see her as a waifu, anything, so I don't really mess with that. Now off to Fate Extella actually. So with I when I think of Fate Extella, I think of Nero and Tamamo. Where's Tamamo at? Tamamo. Oops. So let's start with Tamamo first. Tamamo is like I could see her as like a material. She's super funny. Super funny, very romantic and whatnot. But like during the time when I was playing Fate Extella Encore, was it? No. She's very cringy. She's like those type of girls that are possessive with their partner. Like I don't really like that per se, but she's funny. That's what makes her A tier instead of B tier. I would have put her B tier if it's just the clinginess, but A tier because she's funny, she's super duper cute, pretty. I want to put her S tier though because I don't see her as if we were to be friends during our partner relationship, waifu material, whatever this shit's called. Um, she's there just for the romance. Nero's also funny as fuck. Um, she's a noble, I guess you could say. Is noble the right word, or she's ambitious? Those type of girls. Funny. Padaru, of course. I think I see her as a friend. Yeah, I'll put her at A tier as well. I want to. I put her A tier, not necessarily S tier. Just because like, yeah, her personality is funny and whatnot. It's just the way she presents herself. Like, I will be all weirded out and stuff with that. They're both pretty and stuff, but I wouldn't per se say like, oh, she's the one, you know. Just the fate apocalyptic. No, it's rest. No, this is the. No, just the rest actually. Technically, fake grand order. Oh, I forgot fucking the mage girl, Medea. I completely forgot about her. I'll put it after. There's really no story when it comes to romance. For sure. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing to explain. I put F tier because there's not really much story in the anime. Maybe there is story when it comes to the visual novels. But from what I know, there's nothing. We could start with Mordred in the anime. I only gotta know from both Figuring Odor and the anime. She's like very tomboyish. I could tolerate that, I guess you could say. Romantically, I could see her as a tsundere. Maybe I put her D tier. I wouldn't put her put F tier. Like, she could act cute at times too. But if I were to go on a date with her, it'd just be like not necessarily a date, but more like just a hangout and hang out with the homie, but not necessarily a date. Because yeah, she's seen as a tomboy, trying to fight against Artoria and whatnot, blah blah blah. Atlantia, F tier. I don't know. I don't understand her. She's like a good guy person in a fake Grand Order story, but in the main story for her character for Fate Apocalyptica, whatever that shit's called, I don't know. There's not really no story behind her when it comes to seeing her as a waifu. Mashu, she's the type of girl that will say senpai to you. She's caring about you and whatnot. Story wise, she's there from the beginning when it comes to Fate Grand Order. I'll put her B tier. The senpai thing, all that stuff reminds me too much of Sakura, honestly. Cute dates, of course. I think we have some funny moments where it'll be like funny dates, funny moments. See her as a friend as well as a romantic partner. I don't think it'd be like very little ratio when it comes to that friendship aspect. I put her B tier specifically as a waifu material because like she's like average. Like she's cute, don't get me wrong, but like compared to like the other girls, like she's like pretty average, honestly. Yeah. Then the last one is Jeanne d'Arc or Jeanne d'Arc, whatever her name is pronounced. She has the older sister trope vibe, but it's not as explored compared to like any other character that uses their stereotype. Super pretty, especially the swimsuit skin. archer skin to be exact. Older sister, caring. Do I put her S tier? If it's just appearance or whatnot, her stereotypes and stuff like that, S tier for sure. But story and how she would impact towards me, story, S tier, S tier, A tier, put S tier. Fuck it. Yeah, even though like don't see her as a I don't think in a relationship if I were to see her in, she, I don't think we would be friends per se, but just partners. But not necessarily say it has to be the stereotypes of man and the woman or whatnot. The stereotypes for a boyfriend girlfriend type of thing. Um, I just put her Esther just because like yeah she's very caring and whatnot with her sister. Type of trope, and it goes well with her actions, not necessarily her just personality, just because I mean her role is ruler, and like she has to oversee the freaking rules and whatnot during the time. Pekapakalapaw, blood X and Y Z is called. So yeah, just put her at S tier, I guess. Sure. Yeah, that's Fate in general for now. There's so much Fate characters, but these are the characters that I noticed and I glanced at. So yeah. You know, just oh my god, it's almost 2 hours. Fuck. Oh shit, that's I have so much characters, Alan. So I'm gonna. So Oregairu was such a great story, just a lot of coming of age, you know. Um, it was so hyped, dude. That anime was so hyped. Like, even though it was obviously you know, from the beginning till the end, like just the journey of because the whole anime it was not just about romance. Just talk about just high school drama and just how to deal with it, socially, and whatnot. It's just like the third season was like more of the romance aspect, honestly. But before I go into the main two, let's go to the support characters. I forgot to add in Yui's mom that everyone likes apparently in the anime apparently. If Yui's mom, I put her fucking she's super hot. That's all I can say. Yeah. Put her at A tier for sure. Yui's mom. Also hot. Let's start with Hanana first. Hanana is very. I like her aesthetic. I'll put her like if she. I'll put her a B tier honestly. Like I'll put her a B tier just because like yeah even though like she's seen as an antagonist and whatnot, but like dude I would not mind a B soldier like her, fucking charming me anytime soon. But I'm too dumb to like know all these psychological stuff, you know, like all these social aspects. Like I don't have any social skills, so like I'll just like fall into her trap and like I'll take that. I'll just yeah I'll fall into a trap. Like if she were to charm me and stuff like I'll just fucking be bewitched essentially. I put her beer just because like she knows what she's doing and whatnot romantically. I could see her like we just chill, do whatever and whatnot. Just a chill relationship. So, no, I put her C actually. Because I said chill. And I know how manipulative she is. I'm not sure if I'm saying the word correctly. Yeah, see. Sensei, I just put the sensei included just because a lot of people in the light novel appreciated her, but in the because I only watched the anime, I don't really care about this teacher, so I'm gonna put her on F tier. Like she didn't provide an impact in the anime. I mean, she did provide impact for like main character, of course, but it wasn't as flashy. It wasn't like in a romantic aspect. So like, yeah, I'll just put it F tier. Iroha, she's very interesting girl. I have to put her B to be honest. I don't like that type of girl Iroha is. Very, she's a normal girl. She's like a very normal girl. Like how a normal girl would act. But because of how normal that is, I don't like that aspect of being she is two-faced. But what do you call it? Usually two-faced is used as a condescending and derogatory word, but I'm using it more as a practical sense. Iroha, she's cute and stuff like that, but yeah, I just don't see her as my waifu material. Having fun during dates and whatnot, just hanging out. Nah, I don't think. It's just if I were to be in an issue with her, I feel like it'd just be just the partner aspect, just the status quo of it. Yui, biased as fuck, S tier. Even though it was obvious that Yukino was the chosen one from beginning to end, Yui tried her best, even though she was being manipulative as well. I respected her based off story wise as well, because like Yaharo, she's funny. She's cute, funny. We can have an exciting time during dates and whatnot. I can see her as well as a friend. Like she's very enthusiastic, Genki. She's very Genki, yeah. Very biased with this one, and like I was like, even though like yeah, like we see Yui, suffering and whatnot. Like that, what got me is like, god damn, is this the sympathy? Maybe is this the sympathy factor? Maybe it's like shit. She tried her best, man. Fuck. Yukino. I would put her A tier at first, back in the day, but because the third season, I'll probably put her S tier, man. Like after all the confession stuff, she became all cute and stuff like that. Because like she had like a serious tone and stuff like that. At first, like the first 2 seasons, but then like she started acting all cute after like all the like oh shit, like what the fuck. Like I prefer Yui, but then Yukino's like when she smiles though, like it's like a huge story though. Like I appreciate Yui's smile, but like Yukino's smile is rare to see, and it's like very flash, stunning. It's stunning, yeah. It's like you get stunned in League of Legends. Yeah, hell yeah. She's very serious and stuff like that. Not really necessarily something I would want in a relationship, but she says it because it's out for your own good and whatnot. And like you see it in the day with her and Hachiman, like she's super cute, very shy and whatnot. I didn't expect that from her based off her personality and character. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? Okay. Normally I wouldn't want that aspect of like being 100% man and whatnot, but like in this case, because she's shown us caring when it comes to providing so many advice for Hachiman, I'm like, yeah, she has to be S tier for sure. Kogane Tsukioka, fucking S tier. Hell yeah, dude. The Beast Soldier waifu right here. What do you call it? I put Kogane Tsukioka as S tier. Genki girl. I mean, not to say she has certain attributes that physically are different from other girls, but I think she's super cute, very exciting. Like if I were to go on a date with her, like I feel like it's gonna be just like the stereotype of man and woman type of relationship, but at the same time it's gonna build up because like she likes to do exciting things, like and when the gameplay, she was supposed to get stuff from the mall, but then she ends up buying food instead because she likes cooking and stuff like that. She's waifu material because like she's funny, she's cute. I'm like, yo, she's ideal, man. Oh shit. Ooh, yeah, Kogan is definitely S tier. I fell in love with her like the moment I was like, holy shit, and like her voice is so, oh my gosh, she's so, ooh, ooh, she contends, she's the contender of the D1 for sure. You can follow up with her subunit she's in, so like Sakuya for example. Uh, Sakuya, I don't like girls taller than me. I'm pretty insecure about girls being taller than me. Like, not to say like, I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to, but like, it's not my thing per se. Like, if it happens, it happens, sure. But like, it's not my thing. But yeah, she's hot for sure. Uh, but I don't think I'll see myself in a relationship with her, so I'm gonna put her in a C tier. But she's hot though, like, yeah, true, but like, I don't see her in a waifu with that waifu material per se. And I don't know about the other characters too much, so because I don't know, I only know a little bit of the characters within the Shining Color series, so I'm just gonna, this will be fast. I'm just gonna base off appearance at this point for Shining Colors, so I'll just put her a D tier. I like her hair down. She seems cool, but like she's kind of mysterious at the same time. Put her D tier. She's into. Oh yeah, she's. I remember her personality. She's also energetic and whatnot. Super cute as well. Sad that her voice actress had to retire or some shit like that. Unfortunate. But super cute. I think she's fun to go on a date with. Actually, like she could be a friend or whatnot. I see her as A tier. Uh, I wanted to pursue her aesthetic's not the best in my opinion, but I could see her like we could be friends prior during our relationship and just like hanging out and whatnot. Hell yeah. Cuticle, she's like one of those girls. I remember she's like very mysterious as well. She's those girls. I see her C tier as well. She's like very mysterious and whatnot. She's kind of Shinibu. Yeah, I'm just not into her. She's mysterious. She's like very subtle and whatnot. Not my type, I guess per se. She's super cute. Don't get me wrong, but like, no, not my type per se. I know there's another member. Is there a no? Alright, I know there's another member. Oh, whatever. No, that's F. Oh, that's an F. Oh, yeah, I have to judge appearance because I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on this, actually. I don't have too much time to do this, but F. Child. Chiyoko, I know her. Very Yankee girl, whatnot. She's very exciting and whatnot. Put her S tier. I S tier her because she's super funny. I could tell like we could go on cute dates and whatnot, and like dude, like she's just funny. Dude, like her obsession with chocolate and whatnot. Like yo, and she's super cute. I'm like yo, oh, like, she my type. Like she my type though. Let's see. This girl, Juri, she's like F tier. She got cute and stuff like that too, but not my type. I've seen some stuff. Sorry if I have to go against my criteria for this stuff, because like I don't know a lot of characters within the Shining Color series. She's a mysterious girl, type of girl. Give it a C. She could be cute as well. Give it a C. I think she could be funny. I think. Natsuha, oh, I give her like a S tier. She's a very passionate girl. Like whatever she does, she tells herself to do. She tells herself to do. She is. Oh, she is definitely aesthetic for sure. She doesn't have any downbringings from what I know. Did I disconnect my mic? From what I know, I really respect her. Do I see her as a? I feel like we could have fun in our dates and whatnot. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I feel like if I get in a relationship, she's gonna fucking if I mess up, she's gonna fucking tell me straight up, and I really appreciate honesty. Like, for someone to tell you like, yo, you fucked up, like I would appreciate that. Not a lot of people nowadays tell you. Well, depending on your stance in the relationship, of course. Like, if it's like your mom or dad telling you fucked up, sure, like that's your mom and dad. But if it's like a stranger, uh, like that's just being rude. But just also just depend on time and place, of course. But what I'm trying to say is that in the relationship, I feel like when she tells me I fucked up, like she cares about me and like she knows I could do better. So yeah, not say her for sure. S tier. There's gonna be a lot of S tiers for shiny colors because like they're very kawaii for sure and very aesthetically pleasing. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. This girl, one of the twin girls, Amama. Oh no, no, Amana. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. I'll give her A tier. I like it. She's a Genki girl and whatnot. Her choice of being an idol is just because, just cause I think, just going along with her twin sister. She's very social and whatnot. She's like your typical like those girls in the anime where like, oh, I don't think I could able to go out with her, but then she starts talking to you like, what the fuck? Why is she talking to me out of a sudden? What the fuck? So like those type of girls, you know. Her twin sister, I'll give her a C. She's very cute as well. Obviously twins, of course. She's very timid though. Not and shy. I'm not really into those shy cute girls. It was cute back in like when I first got into anime and stuff like that. But then it's not my type, man. It's not my type. I don't want to deal with that, honestly. Chiyuki. S tier, A tier. She's like the older sister vibe, but so and I remember looking into her story and gameplay. She does give off that older sister motherly vibe. However, she's also like the normal girl at the same time, like based on gameplay. Quote unquote gameplay. It's just story gameplay, honestly. It's just story mode essentially. In a relationship, I don't see. I feel like it's just be 100% partner though. I don't think we'd be friends within the relationship as well. Like, I could give off that S tier vibe, for that caring, like she very cares about me and whatnot. But because I want a fun time, exciting time during dates and just hanging out with each other. I don't think I see that with her. Like it would just be very romantic and whatnot, but I wouldn't per se say it's exciting and fun. So I'll just put her on A tier. This girl, I don't know anything about her. All I know she's cute. I just put her D tier. I'll just scrub through this since there's not a lot. Fyoko, she is the opposite of what my S tier expectations are usually. But I see her S tier. And this is the same girl I mentioned about Nico from Love Live, about being two-faced and whatnot. Nico in this case knew about her distinctions when it comes to being two-faced. Her in particularly, she had essentially an identity crisis, where she didn't know how to act and whatnot. And she's a very cool and cute girl too. Like her aesthetic is cute, but then she also acts pretty chill and pretty cool. And it's not necessarily like I find the dates fun. Our dates would be just romantic. I can see that. But like because she has that chill, cool vibe, it's like something I appreciate as well. She's the outlier when it comes to my S tier linings are. So I see her as S tier just because yeah, she's cool, she's chill. Yeah, and she's just cool. I don't know about this girl, so I'm gonna put her She's cool. She gets a cool vibe. I'll put it up tier though. Not my type though. I don't know. This girl reminds me of Ichika, honestly, from Gotoba no Hana Yome. I'll put her D tier. I don't know anything about this girl though. Maybe C tier actually. Probably sure C tier. Reminds me of Madoka. I only know her because she became popular this past past couple of months. Aesthetically, she's like a Cinderella. Aesthetic. She's pretty. I'll put her B tier. Not necessarily my type per se, but I could tolerate her Cinderella vibe. Actually, I put Kuroko in B tier. Actually, I feel like I would appreciate Kuroko's presence, honestly, even though she's like Shinibi and stuff like that. I'm just leave that blank just because. Just Photoshop. I see her as okay. I see her as fucking what do you call it? C tier for sure. She's cute for sure. Based off the smile, she's like Genki girl. But I don't know anything about her. That's the thing. I'll just put her C tier. She's alright. I see this girl. Hinana, is that her name? Hinana, I guess. I feel like she's those type of girls. Based on her appearance, like just 100% just partner status quo, but not necessarily friendship. Just probably put her beard here. She's very pretty though. She looks so boring. What the fuck? Story? I don't think she has a story. I doubt it. Based off how plain she looks, doubt it. I don't. She's definitely not my type. No thanks. There's 3 more. Oh, we got the main 3. Actually, I know the story for these main 3 actually. Well, in terms of because they follow the main tropes for like Idol Master starter girls. If I fucking resize it. Okay, let's see. Let's start with Mano. Mano-chan. Shit. Actually, I want all 3 of them as tier. So these 3 in particularly, just standard 3 types of girls, like the very cute, cozy type of girl, the passionate type of girl. They categorize from passion, cute, and cute when it comes to Idol Master. Yeah. How should I take them out? I put A for Hidori. Like, she has the same vibe as Mayuzumi, but like, it's not the same for S tier though. She's cool and stuff like that, but she's not something I would put as S tier. But Mano and Meguru, hell yeah, S tier. Meguru is an obvious choice. Will be Sojo for sure, and Genki, and dude, I feel like we're gonna have a fun time with her and dates and whatnot. And exciting for sure. It's gonna be exciting for sure. Like I feel like we all talking about X, Y, and Z and just having fun. Yeah. Mano, like she reminds me of freaking what's that girl from Sekano? Megumi? Like that aesthetic, you know? It's like that I feel like she's like, if this were to be in like, if Shiny Colors were to be adapted, she would be the main heroine for sure. Cause like, you know, it's like those type of girls, you know. Cause like Uzuki, Haruka, and stuff like that are all serious for sure. Like those type of girls. Yeah, Mano's very cute and whatnot. She's pretty cool as well. Quiet. Even though like, I feel like I could be friends with her as well. I feel like too. Alright. That was all of it. That was 2 hours worth of waifu tier list. Whew, that's a lot of talking. There's a lot more, but if this happens to get traction for whatever reason, I'm down to do a part 2. Because there's a lot from like Azirlane, Contact Collection, to Sekano, Konosuba. There's a lot of anime girls, dude. There's a lot of Beast Sojos, man. Like, holy shit. Oops, wrong menu. Like, yeah, I didn't do Planet. I didn't do a Node Zero. I didn't do. Yeah, there's still a lot to do. If you haven't make it this through to the VOD or stream, what you want to call it, I respect you. Jesus, this is unnecessarily long. Like I said, if this gets traction, I'm down to do a part 2, multiple parts. But for now, the list you have seen, I'm gonna compile them and make that video. And yeah, those were my waifu tier list for whatever the ones I listed out. I don't think putting this 2 hours, man. Don't put so many hours for more. But for now, yeah, that's all I got. I'll put Gotobu no Hanayome as the highlight because I'm very biased with Yotsuba since the movie's gonna come out this fucking April or no May, but English still is gonna most likely be a year later. But very excited regardless. But thanks for watching. If you ever happen to be at this point of the video, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, check out my other content, check out the video where I actually choose the one. And I catch you guys later. Peace out.